New unseen footage shows Fever staff physically holding back Sophie Cunningham during Caitlin Clark's heated altercation with Jacy Sheldon. And the angle you're about to see changes everything. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll realize why Sophie might be the most important player no one is talking about, why the refs are suddenly under a national microscope, and how this one scuffle could reshape the entire WNBA season.
And let's start with the play that set off the entire night. So as you guys can see here, Jacy Sheldon is guarding Caitlin Clark. She swipes her in the eyeball. Caitlin Clark nudges her off because Jacy stays in her face. And then Tina Charles runs over and is kind of wagging her finger in Caitlin Clark's face. And then Marina Mabrey comes out of nowhere and chucks her to the floor. Now let's watch this in slow motion. Here, Jacy Sheldon is guarding Caitlin, swipes her in the face. There's one. Going for the ball, swipes her in the eyeball. Caitlin's gonna have to start wearing goggles. And then Caitlin pushes her off of her, like, why are you still in my face? Marina Mabrey, bat out of hell, chucks Caitlin Clark to the ground.
Let's rewind 8 hours to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Fever up 8. Jacy Sheldon face guards Clark, swipes across her right eye, then stays chest to chest, way past the whistle. Clark nudges her away, just a get off me shove. But suddenly, enter Marina Mabrey from the blind side, shoulder checking Clark to the hardwood like it's 3rd and goal. While the arena gasps, Sophie Cunningham is already sprinting. Full speed, no hesitation. But here's what television didn't show. A Fever assistant literally wraps Sophie in a bear hug from behind, yanking her back as security floods the floor. That clip didn't surface until today, and the raw audio, it's goosebump material. Sophie's reputation didn't begin tonight. Ever since she arrived in Indiana, her job description has been simple. Protect the investment. Caitlin Clark, the most streamed, clipped, and dissected athlete women's basketball has produced in a decade. The rookie leads ticket sales, jersey sales, highlight reels, and a growing list of bruises. Cunningham embraced the role like a 90s power forward, stuck in a 2025 body. Think Dennis Rodman resilience sprinkled with a little hockey enforcer code? If you breathe on Clark after the play, Sophie's stepping up, fines be damned. But tonight, she was almost too late, almost being the key word.
If you guys can see right here in the background, it's really hard to see. Really hard to see. Sophie Cunningham is being held back by the coach. Sophie's trying to run onto the floor, and the coach has 2 arms around her, making sure she doesn't run onto the floor. Like, it is literally now a situation where Sophie's like almost, they might suspend her for having 1 foot on the floor. Like, they legitimately might suspend her for that.
Freeze frame at the 9-second mark. You can actually count multiple sets of arms restraining Sophie. Yet watch Sophie's feet, still digging, shuffling, desperate to break free. That's not a mild scuffle reaction. That's linebacker seeing red energy. And notice Clark on the floor. She's wincing, checking her eye, but when she spots Sophie thrashing in the staff huddle, her face relaxes, almost relieved. Translation? She knows someone has her back, and that changes the psychological chess match instantly. Now, let's talk fallout. Social media exploded. Hashtag #ProtectCaitlin trended at 2 a.m., while Free Sophie climbed to 5th worldwide by sunrise.
She's just protecting her teammate. For one, it involved Caitlin Clark and Jacy Sheldon. They had their little spiel before that. And then Jacy Sheldon scratches Clark in the face, then invades her space after that. Clark pushes her away because of that. And then Marina Mabrey comes get involved, and Madden hit sticks her to the floor, man. And y'all just like she was protecting her teammate. But then Sophie Cunningham is getting called vile and disgusting for dropping Jacy Sheldon to the floor and dragging her by the hair. So Sophie Cunningham can't stick up for her teammate, or else it's vile and disgusting. But Marina Mabrey could get involved in something that didn't involve her, and it's just she was protecting her teammate. The Caitlin Clark hate.
Fans, players, and even former NBA officials are questioning why Clark, statistically the WNBA's biggest ratings draw, isn't getting the superstar whistle. The league office released a 2-sentence statement. We review all flagrant situations. Translation, they're feeling the heat.
Now, after this, you guys, of course, the referees are going to review the play because that's a lot of contact going on right there. That's a lot of unnecessary contact. That's a lot of non-basketball contact happening during this play, right? So the 3 referees that I like to say, they got them straight out of Sephora because I don't think these referees have ever refereed a professional basketball game in their life. They took these referees, they were at the monitor, they looked at it for, I'm not even exaggerating, you guys, like 15 minutes. 15 minutes they are watching this play over and over. They are seeing who pushed who. What did Tina Charles do? What did Marina Mabrey do? What did Jacy Sheldon do? And mind you, the reporters at the time, the announcers here are saying, of course, Marina Mabrey is going to get ejected because that was unwarranted. She literally came out of nowhere and chucked Caitlin Clark.
Look, you don't have to like brawls to understand this. Every dynasty has an enforcer. The Warriors had Draymond, the Bulls had Rodman. Even Steph Curry benefited from David West barking at opponents. Clark's gravity warps defenses. Somebody has to police the cheap shots. Sophie's presence gives Indiana permission to play fearless. When a rookie knows a veteran is willing to sacrifice minutes, fines, and PR points to protect her, she attacks the lane with extra venom. That's why Clark dropped 14 in the final 6 minutes after the shove. She felt untouchable.
But the greatest thing I saw tonight was Sophie Cunningham. Thank you. Sophie Cunningham she's about to give her the Stone Cold Stunner, bro. I'm gonna put it right here, bro. She was gripping Jacy Sheldon and straight bumped her. She was straight grabbing her hair and was talking shit while doing it. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you become a teammate. That's a road dog. That's a real teammate, bro. She see what made me mad the play before. Howard, none of them jokers didn't stick up for Caitlin Clark, but that's how you stick up for Caitlin Clark. That's how you fight for your teammates.
Twitter Spaces ran till dawn, Reddit threads hit 3,000 comments in 4 hours, and TikTok edits of Sophie versus everyone racked up a combined 18 million views before breakfast. Even NBA stars chimed in. Trae Young tweeted, "Refs gotta chill, let her shoot," while Isaiah Thomas simply posted a popcorn emoji. Love it or hate it, controversy converts casual scrollers into first-time viewers. Tonight's melee is already projected to push Fever Sun highlights past last month's finals clips, meaning Sophie's mayhem is literally growing the game.
It's ridiculous. It really is. So, this video is of Sophie Cunningham being held back by Coach Austin Kelly when this entire situation was going down. Let's watch it. Okay. You see this? Right here, let me just stop that. Sophie comes running. She's about to storm the court. She is trying to storm the court. Right there. And right up here is where you're looking. All right. She tries to storm the court. Look at Coach Kelly. Reach out, grab her right there. She's coming. She's coming. What the hell are you doing, Natasha Howard? A bunch of damn nothing. I don't love that, folks. I don't. I'm going to keep it real. I don't like it at all. Boy, you could bet Charles Oakley, Bill Cartwright, somebody like that would have been all over Mabrey if Joe Dumars, Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer did that to Michael Jordan. Somebody's answering the bell.
Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, your move. Fans don't want the WNBA to morph into pro wrestling, but they also don't want superstars treated like crash test dummies. Clearer flagrant rules, quicker video review, maybe even a stricter penalty for retaliatory off-ball hits. That's the conversation flooding your inbox right now. Ignore it and risk losing the swell of new eyeballs Clark has delivered. Address it, and you protect the league's future. And maybe keep Sophie from embracing her inner Wolverine every night. The Fever visit New York in 48 hours. Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquel Jones, physical front court. Yeah, circle that date. Cameras will zoom on Cunningham the moment Clark takes her first bump. Has the league sent a memo? Will refs blow quicker whistles? Or will Sophie write another chapter in her growing enforcer chronicles?
I checked the website and it was indeed sold out in every single size. And there was also this tweet from Front Office Sports. The Pacers and Fever are dealing with such high demand for their merch that their team store is temporarily limiting its online offerings. They said it's impossible to prepare for something like this. We've been getting 1,000 orders per night. And this is just another instance that proves how loyal the Indiana Fever fans are. They sell out arenas, they run up the viewership anytime the Fever is on television, and they put their money where their mouth is, and they buy merch, they buy jerseys, they support the players that they love.
If you think the WNBA needs stricter protection for star players, smash that like button. If you're riding shotgun on the Sophie Cunningham security detail bus, drop Enforcer Sophie in the comments so we can pin the best takes. And hey, subscribe with notifications on because we've got angle breakdowns, mic-up leaks, and exclusive interviews dropping all week. Tonight wasn't just a shove and a scuffle, it was a line in the sand. Clark is the future. Sophie is the wall. And every opponent deciding whether to swipe, nudge, or body check has to ask themselves one question. Is it worth waking the enforcer?